I just saw 15 Cameras, and it was probably the most interesting out of all three movies. And I did feel the least grossed out by this, one in particular, because we get a different perspective and a different antagonist who's not as repulsive. Like, what would the average person do if they did stumble upon video cameras and was able to spy on their own tenants? Would they actually do the right thing? The sad part is that I think most guys in this situation wouldn't do the right thing, or at the very least get a quick peek before turning the footage in, especially if the tenants are attractive women, which is really scary. I think best case scenario is a guy watching the cameras at an attractive woman and using the memory of it later as fapping material, but then quickly leaving and telling the police about the footage and acting like a hero. And then later on, when he tells people he did find the footage, he will only tell them that he only looked at it for a few seconds before turning it off and calling the cops. Yeah, that's best case scenario. That's really sad. And this is a spoiler, but the ending, in my opinion, didn't make sense because earlier on, one of the women living in that apartment was able to hear coughing. But at the end, when the guy's tied up in that same room and making louder noise, no one is able to hear him for all that time. That made no sense, although it was very deserving. And I give this a 6.5 out of 10.